Hello and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. Yes, so, what is occurring? Good question. Yes. Memory. God, looks like a burnt out Hulk for over here. But, yeah, so we have got the Bolthorn, stupid named, thing, from the auction, which I am doing up. Some of the bits have gone back in. Not many. Let's see. I've got some of these. So basically, today is all about replacing. I suppose replacing. There we go. Replacing. About replacing all the parts in this with nice new ones, selling it for hopefully a whacking great profit. That's an official term. Whacking great. And then obviously we can go and buy something I actually want from the auction and move on with my life. Good. So we have got some parts that will go back in, but there's going to be a lot of purchasing, so get ready for that. It's the tedium that never stops giving. So we've got a front sway bar cross member B, front sway bar cross member B. There we go. Awesomes. So now what we need: double wishbone shock absorbers. Let's stick on running gear. Double wishbone shock absorbers. Right at the top. Two of them. And click on the right thing, and it goes on. So 2 front springs. And what about caps? Front shock absorber caps as well. Oh yeah. Alright, and then we need 2 inner tie rods. Excuse me. I'm a bit snotty today. I know you didn't want to know that. Outer tie rods twice. My keyboard seems to be not doing what I want. Let's blame the keyboard, eh? It's bound not to be me. Sway bar front end link B. Sway bar front end link B. 2 of. There we go, bolty bolts. Rubber bushings. We need 4 of those at least. There's not 4 at the back as well. I'm sure there's any small bushings on this one. Well, they're not too expensive if I don't need them. He said, gung ho. Gung ho. Alright. All these bits are that we did from the other side. There we go. Alright, so that's coming together nicely. What else do we need here? We need an axle. First we need wheel hub bearings, 2 of. Be down the bottom somewhere. Wheel hub bearings. And then here we've got axles, nice. Wheel hub, axle. Okay, that's that. So that's the front suspension complete. He said slowly. Good. Alright, front exhaust pipe B V8. Front exhaust pipe B V8. Two cats. You let them in. 2 middle muffs. 2 exhaust pipes. And what are these? Rear muffler V8s. Okay. Nope. Fuel tank? No. Alright, let's not worry about that for right now. So, front suspension system seem to be pretty much done. So, what do we require for the rear? Rear suspension cross member. Rear suspension cross member RWD. Rear wheel drive, of course. Alright. And then we've got to fix various things to that, some of which we have. Woo. Various bits that we have. Cool. So it's got a rubber bushing, yes. Rear shock absorber, no. Come on, no. Rear suspension, oh, yeah. Nope, no zooming in, thank you. Not unless I request it. We need some more rubber bushings by the looks of it. Rear sway bar B, was that? Rear sway bar B. Rear sway bar B. Actually, probably need one more of those. Whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. You don't know. Bushings. Bushings. There you go. They require an extra 2. How about that? How about that? Alright. Oh, rear wheel hub. Oh, don't have one of those. I can have a rear wheel hub, please. So what are we missing now? Oh yeah, sway bar. Rear end sway bar. Nope. Rear end sway bar. What? Sway bar rear end. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks for remembering that correctly. So was the one on the other side? Sway bar rear end link. No. Oh, there we go. Bolty. So, oh, a small rubber bushing required there. Look. Rear shock absorber A. Probably sets the springs and a cap as well. Oh, it doesn't go on there though, does it? Where did it go? It goes on one of these other places. There's obviously a bit I don't have in yet. Small rubber bushings. So rubber bushings, but small. Yeah, that allows us to put the part in. Okay. There we go. Spring cap. Springs. Right. There we go. So, on a little bushing, and then a rear suspension arm A. There we go. And then we've got cap, spring, and cap. Okay, we need a fuel tank. Fuel tank. And do we have a fuel pump? We do. Good, that's that. So that's the rear end getting there. Oh, we've got the shock absorber on this side. Alright, so I think that's the suspension pretty much sorted. There's the brake system to do, obviously. No suitable parts, so brakes. And pads, no. Not just for. Not about calipers. Yeah, we've got calipers. And then we could maybe buy some fancy wings, rims. Wheel hub bearings for the rear. No, the rear needed them. There you go. Oh, does it need an axle of some sort? Yes. Not quite all there yet. Alright, so we've got one of them, and one of them. There we go. Now we can choose our wheels if we want to. Oh, once we've got our brake system on, of course. There we go. All ready for some fancy ass rims. Alright, let's have a look down the front. What is required here? Why can't I put the brakes on? What's missing? What is missing? Pressing 2 so that I can see what needs to be assembled. Being in assemble mode helps you assemble stuff. Well, I haven't learned, have I? Okay, so there we go. Well, rim ready. Excuse me. Oh, I ran out of calipers. That confused me for a moment. Making the assumption I had them all. Right, okay. Whew. So, how are we doing? What's the car worth now? Start to pump value back into the car. Yeah, 17 grand, whatever. Alright, so no pistons or con rods. So engine, pistons, pistons. 8 of these babies. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 for each of the V's. Well, 2 for each of the V's, I suppose. They're sort of next to each other. It's a single V, I guess. I don't know. Nobody cares about the waffling. Maybe that's more of a reason to care myself. So, oh, we've got engine heads. And we'll need spark plugs times 8. Mr. Sparkle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah. My front door gets twanged. Hell yeah. Alright. Camshaft V8. Oh, we've got a couple of those. Awesome. Right, cam gears. No. So we need 2 more camshaft V8s. Camshaft V8s. Cam gear. Oh, actually, we don't know what sort we need. V8, won't it? Oh, no, it's not. There we go. Le chiffre. There we go. Cam gear. Do these need bolting on or anything? No. Okay. Intake manifold. Throttle, I remember having. I don't know about the fuel rails. Yeah, I got them too. Alright. Brake servo even, wow. Exhaust manifold, yeah, quite a bit of stuff. There we go. Spin it round. Okay, good. So what next? Timing belt. Let's put the timing parts on. Timing belt V8. Timing puppies. Good timing cover, good. Lots and lots of bits to put on the front. Crankshaft pulley V8. Okay, water pump V8, no. Okay, and some rollers. Idle roller B. I don't know how many of these I need, unfortunately. Several. How expensive are they? Cheap. Right, so idle roller B. Glad I have to buy the bolts. B, B, I'd roll a B. Oh, still need a couple more. B. Oh, an idle roller A. How about that? Just click all the way out in complete confusion. Idle roller A. There we go. Excuse me. Water pump pulley. The bottom, water pump pulley with bolts. There we go. Oh yeah, timing belt, serpentine belt BV8, serpentine belt BV8. Oh, and a belt tensioner, of which we have 0. Oh, we need the other belt though first, which is a serpentine belt AV8. Very coffee. And that's an idle roller A. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I pressed all the wrong buttons. Idle roller A. Okay. So, idle roller A. Oh, we didn't buy the belt tensioner either, did we? Belt tensioner is right at the top. There we go. Okay, so we need a battery. Over here, air filter. Do we have any clips? We do. No, my luck will be 3. Yes, absolutely. There's 3 clips. So, clip A is included in everything here. There we go. Right, back to the engine again. So engine head cover A, black. Okay, we've got one of them. Could put one red, one black one on. That'd be exciting, wouldn't it? Exciting. Ignition coil times 8. Ignition coil. There we go. Coils cover. Oh yeah. Oh, then we got the head on. There we go. No need to buy a red one. So coils cover V8. Coils cover V8. There we go, that's the engine mostly done. So we need a fuel filter and oil filter, probably a V8 one. Probably. What's this? So ABS pump and ABS the other thing. On in your pop. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Right, so that's all the top half of the engine done, I think. So lift it back up. And let's do the underside. Oil pan V8. good, and that's an oil filter V8, as I dead. Oil filter V8. Alright, so what are we missing now? Clutch. Drive shaft, oh right, yeah. It's relatively useful. But clutch, yes, let's do that. So, gearbox, we need a flywheel. Clutch pressure plate. Release bearing. Hey, you got the actual gearbox, which is nice. What's this? V8 starter. Starter V8. Starter V8. Transfer case. That's nice. That might have been expensive, who knows. Front drive shaft B. That should be in this one. Front drive shaft B. Front drive shaft B. There's a front drive shaft. Front drive axles. Shaft! Show me all the shafts. There it is, front drive shaft B. Oh, fuck knows where that was. Alright, that's the secret to this game. You have to sometimes use the search facilities. Hey, we've got a drive shaft. Alright, so now should be just missing rims, really. Yeah. Rim Classic 09. How much is it worth now? 42 grand, and we paid 30 for it. And we had 6 grand left, so we kind of paid about 35, 36. So at the moment it's only 6 grand profit. There might be a bonus for having completed the car, and there's all the bodywork to put on as well. Well, I can't be asked to buy fancy rims. So what type of rims did it want? Classic Rim 09. Sure. Whatever. Classic Rim. Rim Classic 09. Oops, all the wrong buttons. No, still pressing all the wrong buttons. It's going well. There we go. Brain fugue. How do you actually put a wheel on? There we go. Rim Classic 09. We've got a spare one of these. I thought I didn't have any of these. Optional part. Oh, I had Classic 05s, look. I wonder if that's what it came with. Oh well. So, restoration bonus 0 at the moment. I guess that's because it is still not complete. So, I'll get more than my money's worth out of it yet, he says, hopefully. So I wonder how much this bodywork I've got. Oh, got that one. Oh. No. I wish you could just click to get rid of that. It's really irritating. Okay, so we're missing left doors, and this is a Bolthorn, left doors, front, rear. What else lights we're missing. Left headlight. Front right fender. There we go. Lovely. I like the fact that even though the parts were white when we put them on, that it sort of absorbed the body colour. That's painting for the future, that is, where you just put on a part of any colour and the car knows to slowly make it the same colour as itself. Yeah. Alright, so we get, the car value's bumped right up, like from 46 to 68, so that's an immediate sort of 25, 30 grand profit-ish. Although I have spent more money. So let's say we've spent about 30, I think it was 32 grand, and 6 I had in the balance, so I've spent about 38 grand in total, so that's, yeah, it's about 30 grand plus this restoration bonus. So there you go, that's a decent wage. He can't sell it without oil. Seriously? You not got any oil with you? This car doesn't start. I suppose. All the parts have immediately dropped 10% quality because you've tried to run it with any oil in it. Right, there we go. There's your oil. Give me my money. Has he got less restoration bonus now? No, it's just me being nuts. Yes, for 68 plus 21 grand. So I got 80 grand. Oh, the restoration bonus was included. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? Still, makes a bit more sense. So that's the actual profit, the restoration bonus. So I made 20 grand profit out of that, apparently. Although, to be fair, I started with about 36, 38 in the bank, and now I've got 69, so there you go. So that was that. Now we can go out next time and actually purchase something I want from the auction house, and I'll leave that in the corner of the garage for a while. Awesome work. Thank you very much for watching. Come back soon when you won't be able to see my reflection in this, or indeed anything else.